Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome viewers to a tale of intrigue and discovery set in the beautiful village of Kutar, nestled in the hills of Malaga, Spain. It was the year 2003 when the sleepy tranquility of this quiet village was disrupted by the unearthing of three remarkable manuscripts. In the midst of the scenic charm of Kutar, and the discovery of these medieval manuscripts is essential to understand the backdrop against which this tale unfolds. Islamic Spain, known as Al-Andalus, was once a beacon of culture, tolerance, and innovations where Muslims, Christians, and others coexisted harmoniously for centuries. However, the idyllic harmony shattered with the fall of Granada in 1492, marking the end of Muslim rule in Spain. The subsequent era was one of the most painful tragedy for Muslims as they faced persecutions, expulsions, and mass forced conversion to the Christianity. The Alhambra decree of 1492, issued by the Queen Isabella and King Ferdinand of Spain, ordered the expulsion of Jews, and Muslims faced similar fate as well with the implementation of the Edict of Expulsion in 1502. Many Muslims faced the agonizing choice of either leaving their homes, converting to Christianity, or facing persecutions and death. Amidst this turmoil, figures like Muhammad Al-Ŷayyār stood as the symbols of resilience, holding on to their faith and heritage in the face of adversity. The discovery of these manuscripts in Kutar serve as the poignant reminder of the rich history and cultural legacy of Islamic Spain and the enduring struggle faced by its people during those turbulent times. These weren't just old books. No, they held secrets that had been tucked away for over 5 centuries, hidden behind the crumbling walls of an old house. Imagine the surprise when during renovations, workers stumbled upon these dusty relics long forgotten by time. But who put them there? Who put them there and why? The answer lay in the past. The story of a man named Muhammad Al-Ŷayyār. He wasn't just a regular villager, he was a jurist, an imam, someone respected for his wisdom and piety. You see, back in 16th century, Spain was going through some big changes. The Catholic rulers were taking over, and people like Muhammad Al-Ŷayyār had to make tough choices. Instead of giving up his faith, Al-Ŷayyār chose to leave his home and seek refuge elsewhere. But before he left, he did something extraordinary. He hid these precious manuscripts, including a copy of the Quran and 2 other books, behind the walls of that old house. It was his way of preserving a piece of his heritage, a hope that one day he or someone else would come back for them. But fate had some other plans. Al-Ŷayyār never returned, and the manuscripts lay undisturbed for centuries until the fateful day in 2003. When the current owner of the house, Magdalena Santiago, stumbled upon them, she knew they were something special. She alerted the authorities, and soon the whole world was buzzing with excitement. These manuscripts weren't just valuable because of their age. The square Quran with its square shape dated back to the Almohad period, a time when Islamic Spain was flourishing with art, culture, and knowledge. The other documents, mostly written by Al-Ŷayyār himself, offered a glimpse into a life in Kutar during those turbulent times, from the fall of Granada to the devastating earthquake that shook Malaga in 1494. In the shadows of a distant past, amidst the chaos of war and tumult of religious strife, Muhammad Al-Ŷayyār found himself ensnared in the chains of captivity. The year was 1488, and the winds of fate blew with an icy chill across the land of Islamic Spain. Al-Ŷayyār, like many of his brethren from the fields and mountains of Asarkia, fled Malaga, seeking refuge from the storm of conflict that threatened to engulf them all. But, alas, fate had a cruel twist in store for Muhammad Al-Ŷayyār. As the city of Malaga fell into the relentless advance of the Catholic monarchs, Al-Ŷayyār found himself ensnared in the iron grip of captivity. Ordered by the royal decree, the arrest of all who dared to flee their homes left no corner untouched by the long arm of oppression. It was during these long and lonely days that Al-Ŷayyār found solace in the written word, his pen becoming a hope, a beacon of hope amidst the shadow. In the colophon of the Burda of Al-Busayri, his voice echoed through the corridor of time, a haunting reminder of his plight. The morning of Sunday, 27th of Dhul-Qa'dah of the year 893, 2nd of November, 1488, and wrote till he wrote it while a captive asir in the city of Isbailia in the house of Adelantado. But this ordeal was far from over. Al-Ŷayyār's path to freedom was fraught with danger and uncertainty. He, like many Muslims from the fields and mountains of Asarkia, had fled to Malaga to escape the ravage of war, only to be captured when the city fell to the Catholic monarch. Transferred to Seville, he became a pawn in the cruel game of ransom and exchange, his fate tied to the whims of those in power. It was through mediation of Ali ad-Durdus, the chief judge of the bishopric of Malaga, the Al-Ŷayyār ransom was eventually secured. Months turned into years, and he languished in the captivity. His only solace, the words that flowed from his pen, a silent testimony to his enduring faith and indomitable spirit. As the shackles of captivity fell away, Muhammad Al-Ŷayyār emerged from the shadows of Seville, his spirit unbroken, his faith undimmed by the trials he had endured. With his beloved wife, al-Fath, by his side, he returned to the familiar landscape of Asarkia, perhaps finding solace in the embrace of Kutar, a village that would become his sanctuary, his security, his solace. It was a day bathed in the golden light of hope, the 20th of the Rabi' al-Thani of 895, or the 20th of March 1490, that Al-Ŷayyār and his wife stood side by side in prayer. Months passed, and the winds of change whispered through the troubled strait of Kutar. In a twist of faith, Al-Ŷayyār was appointed as the imam of the village mosque, a position that not only bestowed upon him honor and respect, but also provided him a means of livelihood, ensuring a comfortable life for him and his family. This momentous occasion was recorded for posterity in an inheritance document. It worth a testament to the significance of Al-Ŷayyār's appointment. In those turbulent times, Kutar belonged to the Taha of Comoros, a region steeped in history and tradition, and as Al-Ŷayyār assumed his role as imam, he bore witness to the events that unfolded around him, recorded them with meticulous detail in his writings. From the devastating earthquake that ravaged Malaga in 1494 to the capture of the Vallis Malaga in the capital city of Granada, Al-Ŷayyār chronicled the ebb and flow of the history. And amid this turmoil, one event stood out the forced conversion of the people of Granada by the Lord of Castile, a grim reminder of the ever-present spectre of the religious intolerance. As the sands of time continues to flow, a veil of silence descended upon the manuscript of Kutar, their pages echoing with the whisper of forgotten tales. Unfortunately, the chronicles of Muhammad Al-Ŷayyār, once vibrant with the colors of life, faded into obscurity, their final entry egged in the annals of the history. In the bustling streets of Malaga, the wind of change swept through the city, heralding the dawn of a new era. In July 1500, the ominous spectre of the general conversion loomed large, casting a shadow of fear and uncertainty over the land. And in the ensuing years, from 1501 to 1520, whispers of clandestine escape echoed through the corridor of the time as the entire village emptied in defense of the oppressive impositions. Amidst this uncertainty, one can only wonder about the faith of Al-Ŷayyār, the enigmatic figure who once walked the street of Kutar. Perhaps, like so many others, he too became a victim fleeing from the shackles of oppression in the search of freedom and security. And in his haste to escape, he carefully concealed his books, knowing all too well the danger that lurked in the shadows. For the crown had decreed it's a crime to possess, disseminate, or reproduce books in Arabic language, especially those of legal religious content. And so, Al-Ŷayyār, in an act of defense against tyranny, hid his manuscripts, preserving them for the future generation to discover. In the words of M.J. Viguera, spoken in a reception speech at the Academy of History, nearly 200 manuscripts in Arabic or Al-Hamiyadu language were clandestinely hidden across the peninsula, waiting to be discovered by chance. And so it was centuries later that the manuscript of Al-Yar were discovered in the village of Kutar, a testament to the resilience of human spirit and enduring legacy of those who dared to defy the forces of oppression. And as we go deeper into the trove of knowledge discovered in Kutar, it becomes evident that the manuscript discovered therein constitutes a rich tapestry of Islamic scholarship and jurisprudence. These invaluable documents, now safeguarded within the hallowed halls of provincial historical village of Malaga, offer a glimpse into the intellectual landscape from medieval Spain. At the heart of this remarkable collection lie the manuscript catalogued as L14028, a Quran of profound significance dating back to the 13th century. Lies square format is indicative of its connection to the Al-Muhad symbolism, providing a window into the religious and cultural milieu of its time. Within its sacred verses, one can discern echoes of a bygone era, a testament to enduring legacy of Islamic civilization in Spain. And adjacent to this venerable Quran lies the manuscript designated as L14029, a miscellany of texts essential for the practice of Islamic jurisprudence. Within its pages, one encounters a diverse array of subjects ranging from fragments of notariate formulas to inquiries about prayers. Chapters on inheritance, partition, treatise of the Quranic exegesis, and even a discourse on the legal intricacies of marriage, nikah, offers insight into the multifaceted nature of Islamic legal scholarship. Of the particular note are the 8 loose documents nestled among the pages of this volume, each a testament to the meticulous care with which these manuscripts were compiled and preserved. These foliated artifacts, varying in size and scope, providing tantalizing glimpses into the everyday lives and legal proceedings of medieval Andalusia, offering researchers a treasure trove of historical data waiting to be discovered. The third volume, L14030, presents yet another fascinating glimpse into the intellectual world of medieval Islamic Spain. Unlike the others, this volume is unique, written on its Crucian paper with watermark or filigree singling the confluence of the culture and traditions. Despite its Crucian origin, the manuscript in entirety in Arabic, both classical and dialectal, underscoring the enduring influence of the Islamic culture in the region. Within the pages of L14030, one finds a diverse array of texts ranging from the personal reflection to the works of prophetic content. Lamentations, invocations, sermons, and hadith intermingle with chapter on religious themes, magic, and popular astronomy, offering a comprehensive glimpse into the intellectual and spiritual pursuit of the time. Muhammad Al-Ŷayyār's presence is palpable throughout the volume, with several colophons explicitly stating his role and as author or scribe. And his contribution include a stanzaic poem titled "The Necklace of Doves," Tawqul Hamama, Lamentation on the Reign of Andalus, and a copy of Qasida al-Burda by al-Busayri, among others. As the manuscript unfolds, it reveals a tapestry of the history of intellectual inquiry and spiritual contemplation, reflecting the diverse interests and the cursing of his times. From matters of worship and jurisprudence to the exploration of astrology, magic, and sorcery, the volume offers a window into the world where faith and reason intertwine, shaping the intellectual landscape of the medieval Spain. In its final pages, the manuscript culminates in a poignant reflection on death, a reminder of the transient nature of the human existence, and an enduring quest for meaning and understanding. And as we turn the final page of this remarkable manuscript, we are left with a sense of awe and wonder, marveling at the depth of the knowledge and wisdom preserved within the fragile pages. The discovery of the Kutar manuscripts and the life and times of Muhammad Al-Ŷayyār serves as a poignant reminder of the richness and complexity of Islamic civilization in Spain. It is a testament to the enduring legacy of the culture that thrived amidst the diversity, leaving behind a legacy of intellectual inquiry, artistic expression, and spiritual contemplation that continues to inspire and captivate us even today. And this is the end for today, friends. Thank you for being part of this journey with us, and so stay tuned for more captivating stories unraveling the history of Islamic Spain, exploring the intricate layers of history and enduring legacy of Islamic civilization and culture in the region. Thank you for watching.